and then we're going to move back to the ground. And from here, what we are doing on this very mosquito-y overcast day. So sit comfortably, and you don't have to recross your legs this time because we are going to recross our legs halfway through this series. So I want you to just very slowly, we will be turning our upper body, keeping our head in line with our shoulders, not leading with the shoulder or the head. This will really help to release the back muscles. Moving very slowly, inhaling and exhaling. And hopefully you are doing this someplace that is not so mosquito-y. After you've done this for a few minutes, uncross and recross your legs, because this position puts one hip higher than the other. So the feeling of this movement will change as you recross your legs in the opposite direction, and we want to stretch everything equally. So we are going to turn in one direction. You may find that it is very difficult to move smoothly as you move slowly. And there's a reason for that. And the reason is we don't move slowly very often. We use momentum, and momentum allows a lot of the muscle fibers to be inactive during the movements we make. Slow movement requires all of the muscle fibers to do their part, so it separates muscle fibers one from another so that they can glide easily alongside each other. Our muscle fibers, even if they are part of the same muscle, are not supposed to be stuck together, even though they work on a common action. Each fiber has its own little part of the job. So, after you have done this, you should have a pretty good idea of how much movement you have in each direction and whether or not you have restrictions. You may feel a lot of pulling in the hips during this particular movement, and we will address the hips and loosening the hips. So the next thing we are going to do is stand. So here we are going to be working on the arms and the shoulders next, and then we will finish with the arms and the hips together. So this is a great movement series to increase your range of motion in your shoulders safely. So I just want to say, never move to the point of pain. You can do this much smaller if your range of motion is not as good, and your range of motion will increase as you continue to do this. So the first thing we're going to do is simply bring our mind inside. As we breathe, we are using that breath to keep our movements smooth and slow. So when we bring our arms up, we let our fingers point down, and then we're going to bring our fingers up as we bring our arms down, letting our shoulders relax as we do this. Fingers down, arms up, fingers up, arms down, relaxing the shoulders. This time we're going to bring our fingers up and we're going to release the chest muscles and open our arms out. You don't have to go this far. Now rotate your palms up. Let your shoulders relax down and bring the pinky side of your hands together in front of you. Now open up into a big Y or a small Y if that's what you can do. Relax your shoulders down and let your hands come down over your head, just in front of your face, lowering slowly, lowering from the shoulders. Press down, come up a little bit, press down. Bring your arms in front, fingers down, fingers up, arms down. Letting your shoulders hinge. Arms up, fingers down, fingers up. Release the chest muscles and expand your arms. Now slowly rotate your hands so your palms are up. You should feel your scapula depress. The scapula is on the back of your body, the shoulder blade. Now bring your pinky side of your hands together. Feel that stretch of the rotator cuff muscles. Now open up, releasing the chest muscles. Bring your hands over your head, palms down, and letting the shoulders relax, bring the arms down. Press down. Fingers down, arms up. Fingers up, arms down. Fingers down, arms up. Palms facing in front of you and open out by releasing the chest muscles. Rotate your hands so your palms are up and feel the scapulas come down on the back. Relaxing the shoulders. Bring the pinky sides of your hands together in front of you and feel the stretch in your rotator cuff muscles. Now as you exhale, releasing the chest muscles and the shoulders, bring your palms over your head, just in front of your face, and very slowly relaxing the shoulders, come down. Come back up to standing and relax your legs. The next thing we're going to do is going to be to open our hips up. So from here, the movement, we can put our hands on our thighs. This is just to help us visualize where our legs are supposed to be going. So what we want is for one hand to be lowering and then the other hand to be lowering. Lowering, lowering. We can also visualize that we are opening and closing a space, closing this space and opening this space, closing this space and opening this space. We do this not by twisting, but by lowering our thigh, which is going to give a nice stretch to our hip flexors and really help to give our hips more mobility. Lowering, lowering. What we don't want to do in this movement is any of this or this. We are just letting the thigh come down and up, down and up, down and up. This is not an easy movement. It is very difficult to keep the body moving forward because we tend to have a lot of restrictions in our hips and in our hip flexors. So this is really going to help to free your hips up. If you feel any pain while doing this in your back or your SI joint, make the movement much smaller. You can still do the movement, but if making it much smaller does not resolve that pain, then maybe you need to come in for a massage and an assessment of your range of motion and some manual manipulation to figure out where your restrictions are and modify these movements so that you can start working on freeing your body. Okay, if you've been able to do this without pain and being able to continue to keep your good form, the next thing we'll do is add our arm movement. So as we continue to just let our thigh drop, we are going to add a very slow arm swing, trying to really find a rhythm and keeping a good posture. We will eventually make these movements with our arms bigger, but it's very easy to start moving your hips and twisting your body, so we really want to get this movement down. I suggest to do all of these movements for about 5 minutes for each different movement. And really take some time at the beginning to just sit and really observe your breath and slow your breathing down and being mindful and bringing your mind into your body. Namaste.